This week we're going to cover repetitive structures, okay? There's two main ones we're going to look at. We're going to look at the for and next loop and then the do loop, okay? And the do loop has pre-tests and post-tests. We'll talk more about this in class, okay? We'll talk a little bit today too while we're doing it. Let's switch over here to Visual Studio. Okay, I'm going to create a new program called loops. Okay, there we go. First thing we do is we take and rename it here. We called it loops. And yes, I'm going to do that. Okay, and then we take and we paste at the top of here. This stuff again, okay, and this is going to be the date today. 1 and 16. And this is going to be video. All right, week 6, week 7, week 6. Okay. And this program has EXAMPLS. Like that, okay? And first of all, the for loop, okay? For loop. I'm not going to create any subs this week because we're just going to just make some silly loops, okay? For X. A lot of times people use X and Y. You can use it anything you want. And you can actually take and declare as an integer. You can declare it right within your loop here. It's kind of nice, kind of handy. I like to do it. We'll talk about that more in class too. Is equal to 1, 2, 4, like that, okay? And then I can do something like print hello dot rightline. And now this should take and repeat hello for right there. 0 or 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. Exactly wanted, okay? Now you can also make this x or one of these numbers a variable if you want, okay? Let's say dim. Let's see, dim highest number as integer. Okay, we actually get that information from the outside if we want to. Let's put a prompt up there. Oh, question mark. And we'll get that back again. Okay, highest number is equal to console dot read line. Okay, and of course we're going to convert that into an integer, don't we? CINT like that. Okay, and now let's do our loop again. As integer is equal to 1 to highest number like that. Okay, and now let's have it print out the number. Okay, dot rightline. We'll print out X, okay? And now we'll see what it does, like that, okay? So let's print out the highest numbers, print out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that, okay? Sweet, that's kind of how an X loop, or for loop works, okay? Now let's talk about a while loop, okay? Kind of a funny example is little kids always ask why, and why, okay? And let's see, this is going to be a dot rightline. This is going to be a child's reply to where babies come from. Okay, like that. Okay, and just create a variable, okay, of of what my answer is, okay? And so I'm going to dim my answer as a string, okay? First of all, I'm just going to say is equal to from the stork, okay? Like that, okay? Let's make this right here. Oops, no, it doesn't get a parenthesis like that, okay? And then let's reply that response. Okay, let's put that response out there, console dot writeline in my answer, like that, okay? And then while do, and then I'm going to create a big do while loop here, loop while my answer is not equal to ask mom. I'm going to put that in to upper just in case. To upper like that, okay? Okay, now each time I do this, of course, let's see, little kid's going to say Y, okay? Console dot writeline. Here comes, oh, little kid says Y, okay? And so then I'm going to get my answer again here, okay? And so I'm going to take a prompt, okay, and I'm going to say, where do babies come from? Okay, and console dot write because it's a prompt, okay, and where do babies come from? Question mark. Okay, and I'm going to do a read line this time. I'm going to say my answer is equal to console dot read line dot to upper, okay, because that way I don't have to worry about capitalization, okay, and then yeah, so what's going to happen now is this thing's going to loop and loop and loop until, and I'm going to say down here I'm going to console just to SOL just to know that we did get done here, and I'm going to say end of discussion, okay, dot writeline. There, like that, okay. Let's go ahead and run this, see if it works, okay. And we got our loop here, it's still in there yet. Let's just make a short one this time. And the child's reply to where baby's from the stork. Why? Oh God. Why? And I don't know. Heaven. And why? I'm going to say ask mom. And end the discussion just like that, okay? So let's take a look at what we did here today. What we did is we created a couple for loops, okay? We created, for x is integers equal to 1 to highest number, or 1 to 4, so we know we can take and we can change these values here based on an input if we want. And then also we created a do loop, okay? And we're saying do and then loop while, okay? This is what they call a post-test because we have to do it once to have something to, we have to do it once to change this answer, okay? So it doesn't do it again. If we were to put this do while up here, okay, then what would happen is that if this answer was ask mom right in the beginning, okay, it wouldn't have to do it at all. Talk about this a whole lot in class.